from day one, I've been confident that Jon Jones would do that fight, right? I mean, even before the fight. I said if he won, there's no way Jon doesn't do this fight.
Many months later.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Well, guys. Looky what we have here. Jon Jones has finally relinquished that belt and has given it to Tom Aspinall, making Tom Aspinall the heavyweight champion of the UFC. Man, guys, man, do I have a lot to say about this, right? But before we talk about that, right, let's take a look at what Dana White had to say when he announced this.
Whether it takes the fight or you're going to strip him, what do you think is more important? To keep the belt there so he can uphold his legacy, or we move the heavyweight division, take the title away from him?
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
This shit is so funny to me, I'm not gonna lie, guys, because you can see so easily that Dana White is pissed off so much that Jon Jones retired, ducked Tom Aspinall, and decide, nah, I'm not gonna fight him. I'm sorry, guys. The funny thing about it is that, like, as I'm actually recording this, Dana White has been on a separate interview saying that this fight was basically done, and then Jon Jones decided to retire. You know, it's so hilarious watching Dana White just lose his mind because of this. He spent all this time saying this fight was going to happen no matter how long it takes. I mean, back in December of 2024, Dana White said this, quote to quote, "From day one, I have been confident that Jon Jones would do that fight." Fast forward to now.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired.
Jon Jones retiring means that we will never get to see Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones ever. We just will never see it. And it is incredibly sad because genuinely, I will say, even though Jon Jones is a duck, I would have loved to see that fight because we don't know. Jon Jones could have won that fight. It's a very difficult fight to actually figure out. But the fact that Jon Jones has been avoiding Tom Aspinall all this time he's been avoiding him, only to then just decide to retire at a post-press fight conference at a fight night card that had nothing to do with him is just poetic, honestly, because what a way for Jon Jones to go out, quote unquote, the GOAT of the sport, retiring at an event that nobody thought he was going to announce it. It wasn't even him who announced it. It was Dana White. And you can just tell Dana White is just so pissed off, bro. Bro, he's genuinely out of his mind right now. Because he would look so, like, he looked so angry. And I am so upset with Dana White. And I'm just the UFC in general. Because Jon Jones is to blame for this 100% for how he handled this whole situation. Spending about basically 2 years of ruining the heavyweight division, right? He ruined that division. And he's done incomprehensible damage to that division. Wasted Tom Aspinall's prime for so long. Costed Tom Aspinall so much money. Costed the UFC so much, right? But let's not forget that Dana White is just as responsible for this whole shit show as Jon Jones is. Because Dana White was allowing this to happen from the start. He's been glazing Jon Jones. We've all seen this. He's been glazing him all this time because he's his favorite fighter. He's the best fighter of all time. Yeah, all this stuff he said. He don't care. He honestly don't care at this point. If this was Dana White when he was back when the UFC was coming up, he would have not allowed this at all. And you could tell back in the day he was not a fan of what was going on with Jon Jones. But now the UFC is basically at autopilot. The UFC don't have to worry about a division getting completely ruined for like basically 2 years, doing incomprehensible damage. Like, it's ridiculous. Dana White genuinely allowed this to go on for so long. And the crazy part about that interview, when he announced Jon Jones retiring, an interviewer asked him, "Hey, do you regret this whole thing that happened because you did it?" You want to know what Dana White said?
Do I regret the time that I gave him? No.
I mean, yeah, he does not care at all about what is going with the UFC. Cut this man from the promotion. He once was good for the UFC. Now he ain't. He's genuinely damaging this company and the sport of MMA in general. But now, guys, we are finally free from the Jon Jones-like era, the terror of Jon Jones. He is gone for good, and I'm hoping he does. But now, guys, this leaves a question. What is going to happen with Tom Aspinall now? Because now Tom Aspinall is the champion now. Who is he going to fight? And I don't think that's a big question to ask, really. It's Ciryl Gane. Let's be real. It's going to be him. He's probably Dana White's favorite fighter besides Jon Jones when it comes to heavyweights. He will 100% get it, even though he shouldn't after getting a robbery win against Volkov. Let's be real. That was a robbery. It was bullshit. Tom Aspinall will beat him. I'm just going to say that flat out. he will beat Cyril Gahn pretty comfortably, I'd say. He might not knock him out in the first round, I will say. I think he might knock him out in the second, but I do see him winning this regardless. 100%. I'm just so confident. Tom Aspinall is levels ahead of any of these heavyweights. He's way too damn quick for these guys. His striking's just good. Great jiu-jitsu. I will say, if he loses to Cyril Gahn, he is cooked, because you know that when that fight happens, Jon Jones will be sitting on that couch watching the fight play, and if Tom Aspinall loses, he will immediately go on social media and say, yeah, this is why I didn't want to fight him, guys. We now know why I didn't want to fight him and why I retired. When it's completely bullshit and you know exactly, but you know that he will do that if somehow Tom Aspinall loses. So the pressure is on Tom Aspinall for him to win this fight. There is big pressure on him. But guys, that is me just giving my quick thoughts on Jon Jones vacating the belt and retiring. I'm so glad that the Jon Jones terror is over, and now we can finally move on from Jon Jones and just in general, just the way that he handled this whole thing. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!